But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends, and I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Today our topic is very important. Why Allah He converted to Islam. You see, all religions is made to worship God. But there is only one religion is made to worship a man, his name is Muhammad. And today we are going to prove it. That Allah Himself, He converted to Islam because of Muhammad. I just opened, I don't prepare really for my topic, but for some reason YouTube suggested for me a video. And I became so interested. And I click at this video, just like, I just sat behind the computer 5 minutes ago, and I found this video here. It says, this is what Prophet Muhammad, SAW, looked like. This is what Prophet Muhammad, SAW, looked like. And then if you watch the video, feel free to watch it. I just showed you the name. It says that Allah, He made the prophets look so good. Because people judge by the appearance. People judge by the appearance. If you don't believe me, you can watch the video. His face was laminated. He's so white. And because Allah, He knew that a human being judged by the appearance, He have to make Muhammad look so good. And look so good mean look so white. I mean, have you ever? And the funny, the Muslim, they go to the black African and they say to them, did you see how the Christian, they paint Jesus as a blonde guy with the blue eyes? My friend, not a single verse in the Bible says what was the color of Jesus, because Christianity doesn't care. And if you go about pictures, this is pictures, you will see Jesus in Ethiopia, he is black. In Philippines, he is Asian. What does that have to do with the Christianity? But this is your religion. Allah, He have to make His prophets so beautiful. I wish I can play the video for you. You would die laughing. All the prophets and messengers would be upright and would be handsome. Now I know why I don't fit for the job. I applied many times. And always my resume was rejected. They look at the picture and they say, no way. No, I cannot play it. If we play it, they will flag us. You know them. But you can watch it. If you want to do the video later, you see the Muslim, they target my channel. But if you add it later in your video editing, you can play it and let people see how stupid this religion is, how racist it is. And then they start describing how Muhammad looked like, the appearance. The appearance is so important. And there is a reason for this appearance to be so important. Because people judge by appearance. That's so true. People judge prophet by their appearance. I wonder how Abraham, he looked like when he is so old man. I mean, what appearance. You know, life is not fair. If Allah chose you to be a prophet, you will look so good. Even if your mother and father look so bad. You know, when my mother, she gave birth to me, my father, he was seeking revenge from my mother for such a baby. So he said, he looked like you, to my mother. My mother, she said to him, no, he looked like you. This is how bad that situation is. What the heck is this? And then they continue describing for you how amazing this prophet is. His face would illuminate. The prophet is made of LED. Don't say Islam is racist. His face have to illuminate. Maybe he is an African? No, he is so white. Look, look, look. أبيض كأنما صيغ من فضة. What does that mean? He is white as if he made from the best of silver.
من فضة. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam was white in complexion.
You see the coward, he did not translate exactly. He did not translate exactly what is in Arabic. He white in complexion. And you are saying to me, why the prophet did not? I mean, why anyone in the world will not convert to Islam now? Look, he's white. He's white. And he is so, he is LED. I mean, when the first time LED is discovered? Just let us be honest here. Is your face LED? It's not. Your face is not even halogen, which has cost a lot of energy. The prophet is LED, and he is using the, and there's different video. I mean, this video came in my way. This is the first time I see it. I saw the prophet of Allah. Fi laylatun. And look, always the moon is there. I mean, and they are comparing the prophet with the moon. We saw a video like this before. I remember the guy, he almost cried. He looked at the prophet, he looked at the moon, he looked at the prophet, he looked at the moon. And the conclusion is, the prophet is whiter than the moon. So our topic today, why Allah he converted to Islam. I think we are done. I think, do we need any reason? And remember, Muhammad is the best of all prophets. So that means he is the most handsome too. They have a book in Portuguese. Yeah, we have. But I think Amazon is it took it off the shelf. I will see later what I would do. I might post it for free, just to get the Muslim busted. You know, they think they can fight me. I will post it for free. So, well, and anyway, and this way many people will read it even more. No, we cannot play the videos because, you know, we play a little short and they make a drama about it. So this is the only religion have a very special scenario because it's a white supremacist cult. focus too much in the look of Muhammad. And as you see, Muhammad, he have, you know, when they say the Prophet have to be so good in looking, and then they said he is white. So he cannot be so good in looking unless he is white. أبيض كأنما صيغ من فضة. Extremely white. There's a strong connection between your color and you being sent by God. According to Muslims, and here you see the madness. When they go and speak to black people, they say to them, you know, Jesus the white man. And do you know what the white man did to you? And do you know what the European white men, they did to your grandfathers? They will not tell them that we are the one who captured your grandfather and we are the one who sold them to the white man. And they will not tell them that in our religion, you cannot be a prophet unless you are white. And not only white, you have to be extremely white. There's a hadith we mentioned before. I don't know if you remember. This is a Muslim website. It's called what? The Sunnah Foundation in America. We are so happy to have you in America. Sunnah Foundation. I'm so glad. We mentioned this hadith before, and there's many actually, not only one. And this hadith says, how لولاك ما خلقت الأفلاك, sorry. If not you, I would not create the universe, Muhammad. So everything we have is for the beauty Queen Muhammad. The reason Mars, Mercury, the sun, the earth, you and me, the frog, the lizard, the trees exist just for the sake of Muhammad. And then we read, and this is a question, asking the Sheikh, fatwa, as you see here, fatwa, when you see fatwa, that's mean an answer from a high authority, fatwa. If not you, Muhammad, I would not create the creation. All the creation created just for Muhammad. And here you ask yourself, what is the purpose of Allah to exist? Is Muhammad. Why Allah is exist? You see, how we can prove that there is a God, his name is Allah, is exist. If you ask a Muslim this question, he will say, well, the creation, look around you, the sky, the earth, etc. So somebody created that, obviously Allah created them. And then we find that the proof of the existence of Allah is Muhammad. Because if not Muhammad, there's no creation. And if there's no creation, there's no Allah. And the drama continue, worshipping a man. Here they are asking the question, here is the answer. There is many hadith in this effect, and here they are quoting to you some. Allah said when Adam made a mistake, he asked Allah, I ask you for the sake of Muhammad to forgive me. Allah said, what the heck, Adam? How you know that, how you recognize Muhammad when I have not created him yet? And here the things get more silly. You know, when Allah, before he created anything, he made a chair. You need a chair to sit on. And then right away, Allah, he grabbed a pen, he created a pen. And then he started writing the name of Muhammad on his chair. The first thing he did, that's it. He cannot even wait. He made the chair and he started doing graffiti. The first graffiti got Muhammad, 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 Muhammad. In the side, in the handle, in the leg, in the left leg, in the right leg, in the upper leg, underneath, in the top of the chair, and behind his head, behind his shoulder, everywhere. Muhammad, 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 Muhammad Rasulullah. So Allah here gets surprised when he heard that Adam, he knew Muhammad. I mean, remember, Muhammad is not exist yet. So how in the word Adam, he knew? So he asked Adam, how in the world you know Muhammad when I did not even created him? Allah was astonished, like, what the heck? He could not believe it, by the way. If I am Allah, I will do the same. And here you ask yourself, I mean, isn't this the God who says he knew everything? How come he did not know how Adam he knew? Allah, he can read your mind. Allah can read your heart. Allah can read your whatever. Now Allah cannot even read how in the world Muhammad been recognized by Adam. Allah is in trouble now. So Adam, you know, he got the opportunity now to show Allah that he have a high IQ, not like him. So he said to him, oh Allah, when you created me and blew into my spine, where? Into my spine. I lifted my head and saw written on the arsh, which means the chair, the throne, La laha laha Muhammad salu laha. What the heck? Adam, he was reading Arabic when Arabic wasn't exist yet. It's written in Arabic on the throne of Allah that there is no God but Allah and there's no prophet but Muhammad. So I got to know that you would only join your name with him who is most beloved to you. Do you see the word here, join your name with? And the funny, the Muslim, they say that other believe are mushrikeen. Mushrikeen, which mean they associate, they join the name of somebody with the name of God. This is what mushrikeen mean. Sharaka is like, you know, partners. Sharika is a company of partners. So shirk is coming from the word ashraka or sharaka. So the Muslim, they accuse everybody to do shirk. But as you see, Allah, he joined his name with the name of Muhammad. And here you notice that Muhammad already established Islam before Adam. And Allah converted to Islam because he's in love with Muhammad. If Muhammad was a Hindu, by the way, Allah will become a Hindu. If Muhammad was a Buddha or Buddhist, Allah will become a Buddhist. But Allah could not resist. And the proof of that, he wrote his name everywhere. And the funny is that the Shahada written saying there's no God but Allah and Muhammad is his prophet. So what about the 124,000 prophets Allah he sent? Why Allah don't write their names? Those poor guys did nothing to Allah? Nothing. Muhammad is the only one come. Because the rest, actually, all of them, is just to prepare for Muhammad to come. Don't you remember? He's the last one. You know, I remember my mother, she was proud about me because they wrote an article about, you know, somebody in the family in the first page in the book. Yeah. And, you know, in Arabic, the book starts from the right to the left. You know what I mean? So I told her, Mom, this is the last page. This is not the first page. Because in English, they start from the left, not from the right. How I forgot. And Allah, he put Muhammad in the last page of the book because he is the best. That's deep. And then we find out that even Isa, or Jesus, he exists because of Muhammad. Allah revealed to Prophet Isa, alayhi salam, peace be upon him, "O Isa, have faith, man, in Muhammad, in order your ummah, your people, to do the same. If Muhammad was not in existence, I would not have created Adam, nor I would have made heaven and hell. The Prophet of Allah said that Jibreel, he come to him and said that Allah says, if you were not created, I would not have made the heaven or the hell. The funny is, the Muslims, they say to us, we ask Muslims, where is Allah? They say in heaven. So where was Allah if not Muhammad? He would be homeless. As you see, heaven and hell are created for the sake of Muhammad. So before Allah, he planned create Allah, Muhammad, there is no heaven, there is no hell. Where Allah was? That is a question any Muslim can answer so easy, especially if your name is Zakir, Nader Ahmed. I mean, this YouTube suggests to me videos. I'm from the middle of nowhere. I was, looking at YouTube, and then debate Nader Ahmed with David Wood. I did not listen, but I just scroll the bar so I can skip the stupidity. And the funny, he was talking about that Jesus, he ordered us to eat monkeys. And then I remember that Nader Ahmed in Paltalk, he used to have a nickname as Monkey Box. You believe it or not, his name is Monkey Box. This is his name in Paltalk. Oh boy. Yeah, Jesus ordered us to eat monkeys. Islam did not order us to. And then Nader Ahmed, he said to David Wood, he said exactly the same. You remember when he called me about alcohol? Exactly the same thing. But for sure with David, he can play a little bit. With me, we made him shish kebab hummus. You remember? Okay, Nader, is that alcohol good or bad? Actually, if I play his debate here, we will die laughing. So I don't want to cause somebody heart attack. Unbelievable. Yeah. But those people, they have, Lord have mercy on them. Unbelievable. No, honestly, his name in Paltalk used to be Monkey Box. That's what he called himself. I mean, Monkey Box talking about eating monkeys. And we as a Christian, we've been ordered to eat monkeys. Where is that? Oh boy. So as you see here, everything exists for a reason, and the reason is Muhammad. I just walk outside and I saw a cockroach. And I said to myself, why does cockroaches exist? The answer, Muhammad. And then the cockroach fly. He's a flying cockroach. I said, why he have wings? The answer is Muhammad. The reason of everything is Muhammad. Did you lose your job? It's destiny. And why destinies exist? For Muhammad. So you lost your job because of Muhammad. Did you get a new job? Why you got a new job? It's a destiny. Why the destinies exist? Because of Muhammad. Did you get divorced? Why you got divorced? It's a destiny. And why destinies exist? For Muhammad. And now we can solve all the problems in the world. We are not confused no more. Anything happen, like I have my phone here, and they send an alarm says tornado warning. There's a storm. Tornado warning. Why tornadoes exist? For Muhammad. To make it more simple for you to understand, why Shaitan he fought? For Muhammad. When the Muslim they call for the adhan, Shaitan he do fart. And by the way, this is confirmed by NASA. There's a, NASA, in case you do not know, NASA is like a tribe of people who live in Brazil. They call them NASA because, they are like, all of them, they are women. Nisa, from the Nisa chapter, NASA. So all of them, those who NASA, are women. And as Ibn Battuta, he said, all of them, they have a 3 breast. The most famous historian who visited the whole world, Ibn Battuta, the Muslim, they speak about him a lot. He's the only one discovered an island of women only have 3 breasts. I don't know why not 4. Don't ask me. But this is true. So NASA, after a long study, short and wide, up and down, they did everything they can to prove that this is not true. They don't want to believe in this. But my friend, the same as what happened to the 2 scientists who hired by the Catholic Church, you remember the video? Who hired by the Catholic Church to prove that the fly does not have medicine and disease in the same time, happened to them. They discovered that global warming happening because of Shaitan. Because Shaitan, he is farting methanol and a lot of gas. And imagine how many Muslims are saying the name of Muhammad and Allah every day. 5 times a day, every Muslim he do that, supposedly. So Shaitan, he have to fart. If the Muslims are 1 billion, he have to give 5 billion fart a day, which is amazing. I mean, why we pay for gas if we can just use the gas? Why we don't connect the anus of Shaitan to a cable or like a pipe? Collect all his farting and connect it to houses around the world. Get energy for free. Why we pay? The propane you pay for, it's very expensive, and it's just nothing but fart. So why the Shaitan fart? Because of Muhammad. Everything happened in the world because of Muhammad. And here, by the way, Shaitan, he fart because he didn't want to hear the name of Muhammad. You see even how the name of Muhammad, how like amazing, so strong, And Shaitan, he think, stupid Shaitan, stupid idiot. He think if he fart, he can stop himself from hearing. Good luck with that. And now the Muslim, they're using the Christian electricity, the Kuffar electricity, and they have big speakers all over Pakistan. And then we find in the Quran that Allah, he said that he witnessed. He took Shahada. If we ask Muslims, Allah, he took Shahada to whom? Who Allah he witnessed to? In chapter 3, verse number 18, Allah, he said, there's no God but He. He who? See, if I am the one who's talking, why I say there's no God but He? Why I don't say there's no God but I? And how in the world that work? There's no God but I. Why I didn't say I'm the only God and that's it? There's no God but I. You just deny existence of God, and you just acknowledge that, deny that you exist too, because you said, but He. So the one who wrote this verse, he cannot be Allah. And actually the translation is not too much accurate. Look, in Arabic it says, شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو. Then the stupid Arabic here says, وَالْمَلَائِكَ وَأُولُو الْعِلْمِ قَائِمًا بِالْقِسْطِ. Well, if you connect it, it's going to look like that there is no God but God, which is He, and the angels and the people of knowledge doing justice. Well, what the heck is that? I thought the one who do justice is only God. Angels didn't do justice. Since when angels, they judge anyone? And since then, when people of knowledge, they do justice. Because whatever knowledge you have, your knowledge is short. Therefore, your justice cannot be justice. As an example, if somebody kills somebody, you bring me 2 witnesses. If they are even lying, we agree that the guy did it. Even if they are lying, 2 witnesses. So how that can be just? So here you see the stupidity. And then it continues saying, and there's no God but He. Again, you repeat the same thing. You just said that. He is the exalted, He is the power, He is the wise. This sentence doesn't sound wise at all. So when Allah, He took the Shahada and He converted to Islam, why He did not put the name of Muhammad with it? You remember when we played the video of this guy, the one the Muslims killed him, Rashad Khalifa? You remember it? He said that Muslims, they are committing shirk. They associate the name of Muhammad with the name of Allah. And he's right. There is a verse in the Quran. It says that the mosque are made for Allah. So don't call in the mosque any name beside the name of Allah with Allah. Chapter 72, verse number 18. And the mosque, or the place of worship, are for Allah, between 2 brackets alone. So invoke not anyone along with Allah. So what is the Shahada is for? In the mosque of Allah, you should not mention any name with the name of Allah, for this is the place for Allah. And the funny, if you read the interpretation of this verse, the Muslim, they will say to you that the Christians, when they go inside their churches, they speak about Jesus. So when the Muslim, they go inside the mosque, they don't speak about Allah. All the time they are speaking about Muhammad. Muhammad, his power in bed. Muhammad, how white he is. Muhammad, how his poo-poo smells so good. How the earth opened its mouth to take the poo-poo of the Prophet. I mean, they never find the poo-poo of the Prophet, by the way. Because he do it, right away the earth open her mouth, take it. In the moment. Even his space. His space smells like musk. And that for sure, because as the video we saw, he looks so white. So as you see, Palestine, my friend, give me a break, you and your Israel, and let me block you. You are giving me headache, you and your stupid argument. If you are against Israel, why Allah He gave the land to Israel? I mean, these people are so stupid. We asked them, who is the one who built the Jerusalem? Muslims, they say Prophet of Allah. He says David and Solomon. It's okay, give them the city. The one who built it, he owned it. That's what your prophet said. The one who built the city of Jerusalem, according to the city prophet, which, by the way, this is false. This is showing you that Muhammad is a fraud. How in the world he say that the one who built Jerusalem is David and... I mean, this guy, Muhammad, he knew everything. Muhammad, he knew everything. History, geography, you name it. So the city of Jerusalem is built by who? By who, Muhammad? What's wrong with this man? And then the Muslim, they make a drama, they want to take the city. Even your prophet, he said, this is not your city. Don't change my topic now. As long as you mentioned Jerusalem, you see, why the city of Jerusalem is built? For Muhammad. Why Sulaiman and David, they built the city for Muhammad? So it's obvious, isn't it? You know, those Christians, Jews, they are arrogant. They try to hide the truth. I remember when I was in school, you know, young. The teacher, he keeps saying, the Jews, they took our city, holy city. We should take it back. Allahu Akbar. We should, one day we pray to Allah to give it. So I put my hand up. I said, sir, who is the one who built Jerusalem? He said, the Prophet of Allah, he said, Sulaiman, the son of David. And then I said, but is it Sulaiman is a Jew? He said, sit down, sit down, down. What a stupid cult. I mean, even their stupid prophet agree that this is a city built by the Jews. And by the way, this is false. This is telling you that Muhammad is a fraud. And he is speaking, by the way, here, not only about Jerusalem, about Al-Aqsa. Al-Aqsa, you know, is built by Sulaiman. So why the Muslim will take Al-Aqsa? Anyway, and this guy, he keep coming here, and you know, like, you know, and he called himself Palestine, and he from Pakistan. Go to Palestine and see how they discriminate you. They will not even give you a job as a taxi driver just because you are Indian. Let us see who is going to marry you, his daughter, just because you are Indian. Those are the most racist people ever. You will see a guy from Pakistan, he is so angry for... Go there and see how they will treat you. Didn't you go to Qatar and see how they treat you? Did you see how Qatar, they treat the American? And they treat the Pakistani? They treat you not even as a 5th-class citizen or a human being. But if you are American passport, brother, they give you a car, brother, nice salary, brother, and you can drink alcohol, brother. I thought I blocked you. This guy, he coming back. Let me block him again. I hope I did not block somebody by mistake. Don't come here, this guy, Palestine. I'm done with you. You are the person the Chinese spoke about in their prophecy. They said he lived as a donkey, never come back as a horse. So even your God, he says this is land was given to the Jews. And he never mentioned that this land is given to anyone else. What a stupid cult. Even you're stupid. I remember once I was doing a seminar and Abdul, he put his hand and he was so upset and he have a paper in his hand. This guy, he wrote the question like 10th century ago. And he said to me, I see you are, you know, like you are pro-Israel and don't you feel you claim you are Arab that they took your land from you? I said, you are a Muslim? I said, yeah. I said, MashaAllah. Takas MashaAllah. Can you open for me the Quran, chapter 5, verse 21? And took him like some time to find it. You know, we are waiting. I said, okay, I found it. Opened his phone. I said, can you read it? Give him the microphone, please. You know, give him the microphone. And he started reading. I said, see? Did you see what happened? He said, what happened? He said, Allah gave the land to the Jews. He said, no, this is not the Jews. I said, read the verse before it. It says, Moses, he said, oh my people, enter the holy land which Allah assigned to you. You should see his face. His name was Palestine, I remember now. Yeah. True story about the name. So when Sulaiman ibn Dawood finished building Bayt al-Maqdis, why Sulaiman built the Bayt al-Maqdis? For Muhammad. Why the tower of, what they call it, the Evil Tower in Paris is built? For Muhammad. Why the Twin Tower in New York was built? For Muhammad. So Al-Qaeda can destroy them, brother. Everything exists for Muhammad. I mean, the mental issue in this religion is beyond imagination. And then they claim that this is their land. But as you see, this is this cult teach that they are superior. Muhammad, he owned the world. Muhammad, he should conquer the world. Anyone who don't believe in Muhammad, he should treat it like an animal. This is why Muhammad, he said clearly that Muslims are the best of mankind, and we are speaking about the white Muslims, the Arab. And this is why he mentioned that those Arab, the white Arab, they have a duty. The Quran says in chapter 3, verse 110, that you are the best for mankind, who bring them with the chain round their necks till they embrace Islam. That is the message of Islam, not the message you see in CNN or in Al Jazeera TV speaking about the peaceful messenger of Allah who brought peace for the world. If there is any Muslim would like to call us, if there is any Muslim would like to call us, if there is any, let me know. I will be happy to take you. I did not open my Skype yet, but in case. So here we notice that this cult is a white man cult. Muslims will be in heaven white. Boys in the heaven, they will be white like pearl. Women in heaven, they will be extremely white to the point you can see through their bones. You know, all my life, I wanted to have a woman like this. A woman I can see through her bones. Actually, I'm not interested with the see through bones things, but I am interested to see through their purse. You know? Like when you see a woman, like what the first thing you think about? What she have in her purse? You know? Because, you know, women are dangerous. I mean, look. I don't want to get women against me now, but look at their nails. I mean, when you go in the wood, in the jungle, like, you know, I'm born in Brazil, as you know. I look Brazilian, by the way. I have, you know, Brazilian, they have a blue, like a reddish, red eyes, you know, and, you know, blue, like, you know, so I look like, you know, whatever. And I was 60 foot tall, like my father, Adam. And I was born in the Telenor land. It's called Telenor? No, not Telenor. Sorry, Thailand. So anyway, I was born there. And, you know, like then I said to myself, I saw a woman. This is the first time I see a woman in my life, you know? And like they look different, by the way. Especially in Thailand. Anyway, true story. So I said to myself, what they have in their purse? And I could not find out. And I pray to Allah. I made a wish. And Allah, He answered my wish. Like, you know, in Telenor land, you know, like they have something called Baris Day. Like Baris Day. But I think it's called Bazaar Day, something like this. It's Bazaar anyway. Like, you know, this remind me when I asked my mother, when I was born, Mom, what day? She said, I don't know the date, but all what I know, it was a bad day. You know, like, okay, so since then I celebrate Baris Day. And then in the Baris Day, you make a wish. And I made a wish to Allah. And Allah, He answered my wish. Like I have, you know, something, like, you know, we are Arab, you know, so when we have a Baris Day, like we do TNT, like, you know, a cake. Like C4, TNT. Anyway, so, you know, and then my wish come true. And then Allah, He made the promise come true. And He promised me, I will have a beautiful woman, houris, who can see through the marrow of their bones. And now you ask yourself, why is Allah, why He made us able to see the bones through the marrow? First of all, how in the world Allah, He knew about marrow? Did you ask yourself? This is 1400 years ago. How He knew? Here it doesn't say that really. It says from behind the bones and meat. And now, because of this, your wife, she cannot take your credit card without telling you. She cannot take your hamburger and eat it in her belly, and she'll say, it's not me who ate it, it's your son. Because you can see everything. You can see even what inside the bones. So what about inside the belly? You will see all the S-H-I-T there. You know, so and why Allah, He made those things? For the sake of Muhammad. Why Allah, He made women so white and to the point we can see through the bones? Because appearance does matter, as the videos said. Appearance does matter. You know, you ask yourself, why does God did not promise us women who they are beautiful and they are black in heaven? Why everything have to be white? The customer is white, the servant is white, the boys are white, Allah is white, Muhammad is white, Jibreel is white. What the heck? And before you enter the heaven, Allah will give you a drink to make you more white. You know? I don't want to take that drink. I am afraid of diarrhea. I hate it. Unbelievable. Do we have any Muslim to tell us how this religion function? The God Himself converted to Islam because of Muhammad. The God Himself created even His chair created because of Muhammad. So why Allah don't want to sit? So now the chair of Allah exists just for Muhammad. So where is Allah now? He's not in the chair. The Quran says, Allah, after He finished creation of the earth and the heaven, He rose upon the chair. If you ask the Muslim, what rose upon the chair, they mean? Does that mean He is sitting? They say, Allah knows best. That's funny, my friend. So is He standing on the chair? I mean, if He is not sitting in the chair, why He get a chair? The second you say chair, even there's a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chair chapter. You know? I mean, that's really horrible. Even the chair have a chapter. So you are telling me that a chair have a chapter and big screen TV does not? Do we have any Muslim? Any Muslim have a comment? And by the way, Muslims, is the word kursi, is it Arabic? I mean, everything in this religion is a theft. And you know, the funny is, if you ask the Muhammadan about the kursi of Allah, they say to you that the kursi is not the chair. It's not the throne. Uh, they say to you here, I mean, the Muhammad Arabic is really weird. If you go to chapter 2255, they will say to you, look at the translation here. His throne doth extend over the heaven and the earth. The Arabic doesn't say throne. The earth is, the Arabic says his chair. Let us change the translator. What happened? Okay, let's see this translation here. His kursi, look at this. They did not even translate those guys. I mean, what? Maybe because they didn't know. His kursi extend over the heaven and the earth. But if you go and see the Muslim trying to explain to you, those who claim to be scholars, they say to you the kursi is the feet of the chair, is not the chair. What the heck? Since when? Kursi is a chair. Always was a chair. And how in the world the kursi of Allah, the chair of Allah, his size is exactly, you see here it says extends. It doesn't say that. It says wiso, which means the size, the same size, the same distance of the heaven and the earth. And obviously Muhammad do not know that the earth is so small compared to the massive universe. Because you cannot be having the same size of the heaven and the earth unless the earth and the heaven have the same size. You know what I mean? This is scientific mistake. But, you know, as usual. And the Muslim, they used to call this one, actually, they call it al-Kursi, even as a chapter. Do we have any Abdul here? Any Muslim? Anyone? Jesus was a carpenter, so kursi was made by Jesus. Well, you know, the Bible says that the Jews, they say, isn't this is the carpenter once, and then they say he is the son of the, but doesn't mean that Jesus, he was a carpenter. You know, in the Middle East, if you are a son of blacksmith, they call the last name even blacksmith. Do we have any Muhammadan here? Any Muslim have anything to say? Allah himself takes shahada. Allah himself, he do not know what he is talking about. Allah, he himself in chapter 2, verse number 255 says, La ilaha illa what? Who's saying that? Allah. La ilaha illa huwa. How Allah is Allah, and then he say Allah. La ilaha, it's but he. If Allah is the one who's talking, he should not use the first word. That's a mistake. And if he is the same person, he should not say he, because he's the same person. Any Muhammadan? Any Muslim? Yeah, I don't want you any here anymore. You are silly. You always talk about things we are not talking about. And you are not Palestinian and you call yourself Palestine. And your God never mentioned that word. So obviously you have mental issue. Imagine I am from, I am like from, let's say, from Nigeria, and I call myself Pakistan. Something wrong with you. What you have to do with Palestine, if it exists. Even your God, Allah never mentioned it. Even those in Pakistan, they have a very weird names. They are just trying to copy the Arab. Do you remember the ambassador who the Pakistani government sent him to Saudi Arabia? And he was rejected by the king of Saudi Arabia? His name is the biggest penis. And this is his name in Arabic. They use Arabic word, they do not know what they mean. So the Saudi, you can search, by the way, I'm not making things up, you can search it on Google. The Saudi king, when they give him the name, because the foreign minister of Pakistan will, will send a letter signed by the president that this person will be our ambassador. They will give it to the minister of Saudi Arabia. The minister of Saudi Arabia, they will give it to, they don't have a prime minister there. They have a crown prince and the king. So how in the world they will say in TV that the king of Saudi Arabia today, he shake hands with the biggest penis? You might think I'm making things up. Just wait. I feel like I'm Allah now, and you guys are not believing me. I don't know why. I mean, when everything I'm saying to you is coming scientifically from NASA. What's wrong with people? Okay, let me get you busted, all of you. Pakistan Ambassador Akbar. I'm typing in Arabic. Can you believe it? Okay. Yeah. This is Foreign Policy. Foreign Policy, very well known newspaper. Foreignpolicy.com. Pakistani ambassador, by the way, ambassador. Like when I was in Ecuador, I used to say it the same way. Pakistani ambassador, rejected because of his name is what? NSFW? What the heck is that? I don't know what this word means. His name is what? NSFW. What the heck is that? And then here you see the name in Arabic. Oh. Anyway. Do we have any Muslim have any objection? Any objection? Okay, any conjunction? As long as objection, there's none. We take conjunction. That will remind me with doing the conjunction of the two C's. You remember the story of Moses when he took his servant Nun, Yeshua ibn Nun, and they took the whale with them? And then they got in touch, the whale got in touch with the fountain of life, Ma'ul Hayat, and then the dead whale came back to life. By the way, this is why I always stay. Like if you ask me now, how old are you? I'm like 16. Why? Because I got in touch with the fountain of youth. When I was watching this, the Spirit of the Caribbean, which is it's a nice movie because of fiction, but it's a stupid movie in the same time. But fiction is stupid anyway. But the nice thing there, that everybody is looking for the fountain of youth. And Muslims, they found it before anyone else. And who found it? A Jew, Moshe. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. And here you will see the story of Moses, how Allah, He told him, you don't know as you think, there is a servant, his name is Al-Khudr, he knew more than you. So Moses, he decided to join a classroom to take a special course from Al-Khudr. Al-Khudr is called Al-Khudr, which means green, because he was one day thirsty, brother, and he drank from the fountain of life, and since then he never died, and he's always young, and he's green. Even when he sit in his ass on the grass, even if it's dry, the grass go green. This is why they call him Mr. Green. Here it says, okay, look with me, look at this. Where? Ah, here we go. So they arrived, brother. They arrived to an area, there is a rock, and there was a spring. Okay? There is a spring of water. And then some of the water from the spring, like a drop of water, brother, fall into the big wheel, which is in their back. Look, I think it's a mini wheel. So the water is called Ma'ul Hayat. Between two brackets, the water of life. It will be poured on them, and they will spring out like a seed spring. Brother, if you have like somebody is dead, you take some drop of water from this and you throw it there, and he will come back to life like seed. You know? Yeah, true story. And this is the same story repeated here, but with more details, more nice details. Here it says, and they arrived to a rock, and there was a water spring called Al-Hayat. And none come in touch with it, it's water, but became alive. So be sure, brother, don't let your mother-in-law to get close to it. Okay, brother? Advice from me, for free. Never let your mother-in-law to have this water ever. Otherwise, she will live her forever, and she will follow you, wherever, and you and your wife wherever you go. You go to picnic, you'll find your mother-in-law there. You go to dinner, you'll find your mother-in-law there. You go even to take a shower, you will find your mother-in-law there, and she's telling you, what are you doing in the bathroom of my daughter? So, brother, don't let your mother-in-law get in touch with this water, period. And none come in touch with it, but become alive. And I say to myself, why in the world Allah did not send a few drops for Muhammad? I mean, why this guy Al-Khudr, he stay alive, he stay alive, he stay alive? And why Allah is so cheap to give Muhammad one drop of this water, and Muhammad will stay alive? Somebody saying here, this is kids fairy tale book. Okay, let me curse you now. May Allah cut your water. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, open the faucet, you have no water. I always, when I invoke Allah, a curse on somebody, it happened immediately, brother. As an example, once, I said, you know, this is because I'm a very religious person. So I, you know, like I cursed somebody once. I said to him, may Allah make you look like me. He woke up in the morning, he looked like me. And then he killed himself. When he saw what happened to him. Unbelievable, true story. So, brother, don't make fun. This is not the kids' story. This is the real story. We have witnesses. Okay, listen. You see the ignorant people. We have Moses as a witness. Your Bible says Moses. Now you don't believe in Moses no more? We have Yeshua. Nun bin Yeshua. He's with him. So we have two witnesses. Do you have any against that? We win. We have two witnesses, you have none. So if we go to court, who is the one who will look like a kid now, huh? Respect yourself. So, and then, you know, and then this whale slipped. I wonder how in the world he slipped. I thought he's inside like they put him like a sardine can because the guy is dead. How in the world this whale is dead for many, many, many days, going all the way from Holy Land, all the way to Bahrain. It's like 2,000 miles, you know, and it will take them maybe 2 months to go there. And this whale did not stink. I mean, that's it. He is just dead body. And okay. I thought fish will, or whale, they will, you know, okay. But anyway, maybe put salt on him. They put salt, you know. He's dead, but they put salt. And salt will keep him like in good conditions. They had like, they put maybe like 3,000 tons of salt on him to keep him fresh, and the bacteria will not. And I think they made him drunk salty water before he died, you know, to keep his stomach clear from bacterios. You know, bacterios. And then, so some of the water of the spring fell over the fish. So it moved. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Close your eyes and think about it. Some of the water, how in the world this happened? Shouldn't we be careful? And how come the water touch the fish, never touch mooses? What the heck? So, see, so it's moved and it slipped out of the basket. Look, heck. I will never put my fish in a basket. And enter the sea. Look like the spring of water in the edge of the sea right away. Or maybe the fish that drive like 20 kilometers to go right away from the spring to the fish, the sea right away. So the drop of water fall in the, and this is a spring of water. And then the water, you know, touch it, and then the whale became alive. And then like what he did, like was walking. He walked all the way to the beach. Now we go back to our topic. Why Allah converted to Islam? I mean, are you crazy? All of those things Allah He made for the sake of Muhammad. And this is very, very exciting. So imagine yourself, you are Allah. And you do all those things. Isn't it worth it really to convert to Islam? It is. Because now Allah is so happy. If not Muhammad, Allah will be lonely. If not Muhammad, Allah have no reason to exist. If not Muhammad, Allah He have no way to have even fun in his life. Why Allah here is exist? For Muhammad. If not Muhammad, nothing is exist. Anyone? Yeah, by the way, some people, they say, where is the last video I just made, you know, yesterday? If you go to Patreon, you will click in it and you will find it. So what we do, you know, we go live, and if the video is sensitive a little bit, we make it unlisted, but it's going to be appearing in Patreon. So if you go to Patreon, you can click at the video there, and you can download the video or watch it if you did not watch it. I don't know how many people download it yet. Do we have any Muslim have any comment? Why Christian Prince is here today? Because of Muhammad. Why he go live today? Because of Muhammad. Who is the one who made Christian Prince speak against Muhammad? Allah. Why he do that? So he can punish me. Allah, He like to punish people. You remember, there's a hadith says, if you were not to commit sin, Allah will destroy you. Who remember the hadith? Let us find the hadith in English. And this is telling you why Islam is the most silly, stupid cult ever. In every belief, the belief supposed to encourage people not to commit sin, except in Islam. Sin is a requirement for existence. If you don't believe me, it's in front of you. Muhammad, he said, swearing by Allah, Messenger of Allah, PBUH, this is like a chemical thing. You know, Muhammad is a mix of chemical, very complicated chemicals, with the fire, with the fiction stories, a flying carpet, you know, Allah, he sent him a dish of shish kebab, he ate it, he got the power of 40 men. So this is a lot of PBUH stuff. So he said, Allah Messenger said, by the one who is my hand, whose hand my soul is, were you not to commit sin, Allah would replace you with people who would commit sin, and he seek forgiveness from Allah, and then Allah will forgive them. Look at this game. Allah, he created a bunch of people, they commit sin, nothing, they did not commit sin, they did not do fornication, they did not do killing, they did not do steal. How boring. That is really, really boring. And this is not the reason Allah, he created us. Allah, he wants us to commit sin. Because if we commit sin, we ask for forgiveness. This is how Allah feel good. This is telling you, you know, if a person, if you study a human being, a brain, if there is such a human being, he enjoys that people, they do something wrong against him, so later they ask him to forgive them. That means he is mentally ill. And there's people like that, by the way. There's people, they like to be victims. In order later, people, they apologize from them. So Allah here, he implemented in the head of the Muhammadan, by Muhammad, that committing sin is your brand, is your signature, is the reason for you even to exist. If you don't commit sin, your sole existence is in danger. Allah will demolish you. Allah will whip you out of existence. And he will replace you. And this is telling you how sick this madness is. And this will destroy all the lies Muhammad, he said before, that he believed in the story of Noah, which is a copy from the Bible. Because in the story of Noah, why God he destroyed mankind? Because of sin, not because he did not commit sin. Why God he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah? Because of sin, not because they are not committing sin. In that story there, you know, he said to God, what if there is like a 70, you know, righteous person? Are you going to destroy the city? He said, no. What about if it's 50 or 10? Or God said, no. Even if there's only a few people, there's still righteousness, God will not destroy the city. Here is the opposite. And this is telling you that Muhammad is a satanic person. He is encouraging people to sin. And he told them, don't just worry, just ask for forgiveness, you know, just commit sin, ask for forgiveness, I'll do sin. And this is exactly what Satan wants. Satan, he wants you to feel comfortable with your sin. Relax with it. Live it. Make it your lifestyle. And at every day, ask God for forgiveness, and it's done. Do we have any Muhammadan here has an objection? Any Muslim? I will open my Skype for a few minutes to see if there is any Muslim. If not, we will not ask anymore. Let us open Skype. Just text me, please, if you are a Muhammadan, you like to speak to us, and I will call you immediately. All right, our Skype is open. Okay, this is from yesterday. This is from yesterday. This is today, but 4 p.m. I don't see anyone from today. Do we have any Muslim who would like to join us? Anyone? Anyone? Mayday, Mayday. Any Muslim? So you Muslim, you line up, you want to talk to Patterson, you want to talk to David Wood, you know, and here, flat tire. Who there? And then I see in the comment, they say, Christian Prince, he debate only people who do not know. Why you don't bring me the people who knows? I don't even know who's calling me. There's only one scholar in the Muslim world, we have to admit, Ultimate Fort. Ultimate Fort, peace be upon him. Laws mean reality. Yeah. Can we ask questions not related to this topic? Maybe different time we can, because, you know, we want to see if we can get some Muslims here. Anyone? Any Muhammadan? If you don't want to talk about this topic, we can talk about anything, like with miracle of the Quran. Anyone? I think the tornado might come before the Muslim call me. They send a second message. Okay. I hope we will not lose electricity. And you know what? I don't think it's a tornado. I think this is Shaitan is farting because somebody's saying Allahu Akbar. They lie to us in those news stuff, you know. Tornado, yeah, right. You know, you can fool us. Tornado. Any Abdul? Well, I will leave my Skype like on for maybe a few minutes, 5 minutes more. If not, we will shut it down. Any Muhammadan? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Well, look like they are agreeing with me, which is good. I mean, last year and this year we have a very productive year. We have a lot of Muslims who left Islam. Amazing. This guy, he called himself Adonai, and he is a Buddhist. All right. Anyone, any Muslim have any objection for what we are saying? What do you think about what your prophet is saying? That if you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you. What kind of God? He will be angry from us for not committing sin. Anyone? I have a disagreement between signs and miracles. You see, in the Quran never say the word sign, rather say the word ayah. Ayah. See, ayah, when the Quran speak about miracles, don't never use the word miracle as the word, you know. It says ayah. Ayah is what Muslims they say to you verse, right? They say ayah. In fact, ayah is not a word mean verse. Ayah is something perfect. Something, a perfection, you know? So when the Arab, they say to Muhammad, why Allah don't speak to us or he give us ayah? Ayah is something nobody can do, something nobody can accomplish. So you can say it is more than a miracle, actually. It is the perfection of something, whatever it is. So the Quran don't use the word miracle, always use the word ayah. And here you notice that this is a proof that Muhammad is a mentally ill, because if ayah is a miracle, then how chapter 2 verse 106, Muhammad, he used the same word. He says, none of our ayah we abrogate, or we delete, or we cause to be forgotten, but we bring something better. So if ayah is a perfection, and it's a miracle, how you abrogate something perfect and you bring something better than it? Do you see the word better? Do you see it? All right, we have somebody, he's saying he want to call, and look like he just created a Skype account. We will give him a chance. So how Allah, he make perfect Quran, and then Allah will make better Quran than the Quran? If the Quran is a miracle, and then you claim that you can make better Quran, that's mean the one who made the Quran first time is not perfect. You know what I mean? Because perfect make perfection, and you do not need to repeat the work twice to make it perfect or to make it better. Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on here. Are you Muslim?
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you like to say to us? Are you watching?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
What do you think about the verse we are showing on the screen?
You want to know what I want to think about it?
Yeah.
Sade like a melody in my head.
Okay. Well, I think you need to drink 3 times camel urine a day in the breakfast, before breakfast, and between. And then you will be fine. So as you see here, chapter 2, verse 106, prove to us that this is the most stupid God ever, if he is exist. Because how you say nobody can make Quran like the Quran, claiming perfection, and then you say any Quran we abrogate or cause to be forgotten, we will make something similar or better. And why you want to make something similar? If it is similar, why you want to destroy the first one? And how you claim that nobody, the word of Allah is preserved, and then you are going to destroy the word of Allah, and you are Allah. And then how you say that your word is better than other words, which is your words. Very stupid religion. Well, it's the summertime and there's a lot of cockroaches that like to sing. No problem. Any Abdul? Actually, this verse alone is the proof. It's a disaster. It is a great example of the stupidity of the one who made the Quran. Muhammad, he could not remember the verses twice. So he recited here something, then second day he says something else. So then he claimed that, okay, well, Allah, he caused it to be forgotten. Allah will give something similar or better. Don't worry, be happy. You cannot repeat the same story twice, you know? Always either the beginning or the end or in the middle is different. There is any Islamic source for the lineage of Muhammad except Israeliyat? Well, there's not. Those are not Israeliyat, really. Those are the Muslim creation. Well, the Jews, they don't believe Muhammad is from Ishmael. Nowhere the Jews they say that. No. Nowhere. This is the creation. Actually, if you read the whole Quran, you will never find one verse in the Quran saying that Muhammad is from Abraham. Nowhere. So how come the Quran says Isaac and etc. and who is their father and give it details, and when it's come to Muhammad, that's it. All what the Quran says about Muhammad, his name is Muhammad. Muhammad who? We do not know. Who his father? We do not know. Who is his mother? We do not know. What their wife believe? We don't know. That's why when an idiot, he says to you, I don't believe in the hadith, ask him, tell me about your prophet, who is he? Who is his father? He will start telling you his father is Abdullah, his mother is blah, blah, blah. But this is from the hadith, and get him busted. Without the hadith, Muslims, they know nothing about Muhammad. There's nothing in the Quran about him. Do we have any Muhammadan? I guess we don't have any. So guys, I want to say thank you. I hope we covered the topic today. For some reason, not many attending, even though this channel have a huge number of subscribers. But I don't know, YouTube maybe don't send notification. So don't forget, you can go to Patreon, and you do not need to make donation. People think when we say go to Patreon, they think that they have to make donation. Membership is for free. And you will be able to update, or receive updating, or update immediately when I post something there. Subscribe. So you can be notified when we go live. And as you see, what we do here is nothing but a classroom sharing information. It is, maybe it's funny, maybe entertainment for some, but the purpose is not fun. The purpose is to have halal fun. Remember, halal fun. We have to have a fun which is not killing time. It gives us education. It arms us with knowledge. So nobody can fool us and nobody can fool our children. Muslims are very well trained to attack Christianity, but with little truth, not training necessarily, truth. You can destroy all of Islam so easy. But before you speak to Muslims, you better know very well how to get them busted with their lies. This is why you see Christians who do not know anything about Islam, they don't do good when they speak to Muslims. Because Muslims all their life, since they are early age, they train to attack Christianity. Actually, they pray 5 times a day, and at the last verse in their prayer, they says, "Please Allah, don't make us the same as the cursed Christians and the lost Christians or the cursed Jews." So this is the 5-time prayer a day. Don't make us like the lost Christians and the cursed Jews. 5 times a day. The first thing in the morning he do. In your church, the priests themselves did not know anything about Islam. So how you will know? So here we do what your priest cannot do, because he's ignorant, sadly. Our churches became a place of rituals, not a place of education. When Jesus himself, he was standing between the crowd, he was doing education, not rituals. Jesus don't do rituals. Jesus teach. Jesus, he preach. Jesus, he give parables. Jesus, he debate. When Jesus said to the Jews, what say you about the Messiah? They said he is a son of David. Then he said, well, if he is a son of David, then how David call him my Lord? That is a debate. Our churches today, they open the page. Today is what? May 31. They have a book. And they have a speech about that day. They don't even make their own speech. They have a book printed by somebody. Today we will speak about this topic. And maybe the topic is not what you need for today. Because every society, every community, they have their own pain. They have their own problems. Here we do what your priests don't dare even to do. So I hope you are enjoying our education. Share our videos. Feel free to translate to any languages. I wish we can have more people who can translate to Japanese. This is a language nobody is translating into. So if you are a person from Korea, from Japan, from etc., feel free, please, to translate my videos. You can make short ones. Any language is welcome to try. No, and you can. I don't mind if you have advertising in your video channel. Why not? Good, good for you. I don't mind people using my videos even to make income. The important for me is the message to be delivered. So I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and I hope our knowledge is be shared and taught to you, to others. We are here, all of us, we learn from each other. I might be knowledgeable about something, but I might be ignorant of something else. This is how life is. We learn from each other. So let us teach, let us be life-changing people, not people who just receive. Keep to ourselves. Start with your family, start with your kids, so when they go to school, nobody can deceive them. Even if your kids are growing kids, still they can be vulnerable for evil. Share with them the truth, and the truth will set them free. Thank you, God bless you, and see you soon again. Take care.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their
I
ears.
really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.